Anniversary of the movie, girls, right? I'm sitting here with my babies, making some chicken fries on the grill. And I used to talk to the guys, right, about the movie, right? Everybody knows the NiNjetti movie. So as we sit in the 30th anniversary, why hasn't anyone redone the CGI at the end of the movie? Can we get a 30th anniversary, limited edition, redone CGI cut, like the Star Wars special editions back in the day? Hasbro, can we make that happen? Let's play Rican Says. Till next time. Peace, you punkers. What up, y'all? Rican Ranger, we back. KoD, Rise to NiNjetti, you already know. Rican returns, long awaited, overdue, a lot going on. We missed y'all. So listen, we got Big Dog Terminator in the back. We got another episode in the cut. You already know. Check it out. A lot going on. See what's good.
Man, what's good, big brother? How you feeling? How you feeling?
Coming in good. Mic check.
Man, you sound wonderful. You sound wonderful.
I'm good, bro. We back. Like I said, we were just hell yeah, bro. It's cool to be back. It seems like the connection's working good. Like I said, we working on upgrades. We threw out some content this week that was a little shaky as far as how it was recorded, but we were running some tests on the system. I was doing some things, some number checks, some load checks. Like I'm on a wired connection now today to see if it, does a difference. So we're doing our thing, man. I'm happy. Like I'm learning the game. It's fun for me again. I'm having fun again. See,
I understood. So it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun, man.
Yeah. But before we get into it, what's going on with you? Is there anything you want to talk about? Has life been lifing for you, my nicks? And we're gonna definitely get into some things. So what's on your mind?
Life gonna forever be lifing, man. But it's like you gotta roll with the punches. You gotta stay prayed up constantly. Cause me, I don't believe in the whole karma thing. You dig? I believe the Most High said He reigns on the just and the unjust. So I take my punches. You dig? Like, and I still get blessings in the end. Like, so I feel good about life. How about yourself, man?
Well, before we get into like what the new kill on demand, so to speak, the new KoD, the new game we playing, right? Before we get into all that, let's address where we at in the internet world, like with the Rican News Network. I think I've formally addressed with everybody that I'm kind of like making a priority system as far as like the project and putting the project out. And book one, Sam's getting paid. Sam's on payroll. He's debuted to the fans. Like Ray did an awesome interview with him. We had our fun and games. The drama I almost feel like has become part of the game. And if you don't see the marketing plan within it and me shaping Komodo around the crash out character that is Rican, like you just don't understand where I'm at with it. So it's like we putting it on the shelf, right? And we moving forward and we giving y'all a good cultured nerd show, basically. We're not,
and that was always the
nerds. Yeah, we're more like geeks, right? Geeks is like a nerd with a capital G. It's like we like the nerd shit, but you know, we still handle business like men and do what we're supposed to do. You know, there's no simping, there's no pussy shit, there's no none of that nonsense talking shit on the internet like we wouldn't say in real life, no keyboard warring. Like
That
this
part.
is just NiNjetti has a code, you know. It really wasn't about starting trouble and threatening people and doing, you know, all this stuff allegedly or causing all this drama. Like it's like a reality TV show to me at this point. Like everything has just become
Like,
such nonsense for clicks and clout, bro. You know? So we leaving that alone. Like where you at with all of that? Because I'm focused on creativity. That's the priority right now for me. I mean, I'm with the smoke if they still
always,
want it, you know.
yeah, that was always the focus, man, because it's like now we're at a place where they see that it wasn't like we never back down. We're not gonna back down. Cowards flee when nobody in pursuit. We didn't flee from nothing. We didn't duck no smoke. And now we're at a place where it was always going to be marketing for the creativity. It was always going to be a stepping stone for us with you and the book, with me and whatever my endeavors for us and KoD, right? So we've done everything that we were supposed to do. And the thing that they wanted us to do was stop KoD. We still haven't done that. And we're
Right.
keeping the ball rolling, baby. What Buster said, I'm gonna show you how to keep the ball rolling on that thing right there. You dig? Like we're keeping it moving, we're keeping it pushing, we're staying positive. That's the beauty of it. Throughout everything that's been said, we're staying positive. We might have our moments where we get heated because we're men at the end of the day. Certain things you can't say to a man. You don't invite me to your dick. You don't, you don't call me pussy or bitch to my face. It's like certain things as men we gonna address. After we address it, like you can say I was angry, you can say I was mad, all of that, but hey, I moved on. So, like you said, we're getting into nerd conversations, like we're getting into geek talk, like we're getting into the crux of who we are as humans.
Right.
And
Right.
this is
Well, that's why I say it's a culture. It's a culture of it, you know. Honestly, we're addressing the culture now. We're part of Power Ranger culture. Like I think a lot of the attacks and stuff online was to control public perception of me being in the culture and how I'm looked at. So now that I see that real Rican fans really, they end up in my DM asking questions and they really get to know me, or they already come at me in a type of way like, yo, Rican, I already see past the nonsense. Like, here, do this, or here's a suggestion, or I like this about you, or like, I noticed that since I try to be transparent and just be myself through it all, the people that respect that, when they come at me with that energy, it's very well reciprocated because they know I don't give a shit type of person. I'm going to say what's on my mind. So when they come at me in my DMs, like, Rican, you know, I like this, I don't like this. You should do this better. This is a cool name. So I appreciate that from all of this. Like the fans like that I found and that I have in my DM that genuinely like say kind words and give a fuck about me, bro. That part is the best part of it. If there's any good that came from this drama and nonsense, like there's a few genuine people that have come out the fire. So that I'm thankful for. The people that have been able to squash it and move forward with me and really see the real Rican, you know, shout to the angels, Rican's angels, you know what I mean? Everybody in my DM that's kind of like, you know, no, yeah, no, you're not a bad guy, Rican. This is all just nonsense and, you know, communication, you know, misunderstood. And I'm trying to explain that to people. Like I wasn't perfect when I came in this shit. I didn't really know what I was doing. That's why I said from the trap to the grid is like a joke, but that's really what it was. Like learning from the mud how to really like be a media personality, how to sell this book, how to promote my project, because I knew conceptually like it was really good. So
100%.
That's why I'm saying publicly, like we're shelving this shit. It's time to really show y'all how creative we really are and that we really do this and that you guys don't really, no one really wants it with us. You guys can come debate on this platform anytime. You know, it's going to be monetized soon. Like we with the smoke in any way, shape or form. We're just moving the positive shit.
That's the thing. It's not going to be debating about nonsense. If you got real topics, if you have something that you actually want to talk about that has to do with the culture, we can actually have a conversation and a debate or a disagreement about these things. Like We have opinions about these things. We have opinions about the lore of Power Rangers. We have opinions about just the lore of anything, whether it's Marvel, DC, just comic books, anything for that nature.
Overall opinions.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't like to talk about like humans or people and their personal lives. Like their personal lives, that's their personal lives. I like to get into the work that they put out and like appreciating or being critical of the work that they put out. That's the world that I come in. That's the world that I come from. Like that's what I like to do. Even having opinions about like NiNjetti. Like I'm pretty sure Rican doesn't give a fuck if you have an opinion about NiNjetti. He might not take your criticisms. He might not take
it's how you share it too.
You
know, how you share it to me.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it becomes appreciated because you're commenting on something that I've done creative, not on nonsense that you heard about me. Like that, and that's what I respect. I will respect anyone who has a genuine critique or who's being genuinely critical or who has a genuine opinion about
or wants to make the project better, you know?
Yep.
Honestly. So, well, I mean, it's good. Where do you want to really start? I want you to keep cooking, right? While you got the floor.
Yeah, that's all you.
We could talk about we were talking about where we're at since we're talking about culture in the game, right? Let's address where Marvel's at, where DC's at, how Power Ranger fits into this like holy trinity within itself of media. Because we've got the Infinity Saga, right? That's stamped in history. 100%. That's pretty much legendary. You know, we got the Snyderverse. Like certain things are kind of cemented in the lore, in the journey as a comic book superhero movie fan, right? And the fatigue that comes with it now, or that we're supposedly going through, right? See, so I know you put me on to the Superman movie first. You were like, I said I was gonna see it. You're like, yeah, that's just flames. Go see it. So I saw it. We could definitely get into that conversation and get into meat and potatoes with Soups, because I'm a big Soup fan, man. That's what actually got me into comics back in the day, because my dad passed down his love for Superman by buying The Death of Superman and the whole run. And then he just dropped it at home in a box and was like, yo, check this out. They killed Superman. This was absurd. Like he was so mortified by the idea of Superman dying, you know, that he bought the whole thing. So that's an iconic like shift for me in cultures when The Death of Superman came out. The early 90s Spider-Man, right? The Spider-Man cartoon, obviously the animated series Batman was a big culture shock. The 89 Turtles. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of Rican backstory, right? I mean, obviously the 80s Transformers. My dad saw Star Wars like 7 or 8 times in the theater. Was a huge Bruce Lee nut, you know what I mean? Took martial arts young, trained with him again in my 20s. So it's like, I'm built for this Power Ranger shit, bro. I'm ready to go, basically. Now, you know, it's like everyone thinks it's like Rican just trying to use the internet and clout and drama to make this like, nah, this is a long time coming, man. I was here from the beginning, like when they were giving out the coloring books on the block in '93. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to change this shit. So this show is going to become that. Like KoD, FoRmaTioN is going to be like my solo spinoff. Whatever you got going on musically, what I got going on musically, I got 2 records coming out that I want to get through. We got some stuff going on. So we in a good spot, bro. They can be about the drama all they want, but we got so much going on that if we focus on it, it's just to dust y'all real quick and then get back to business, because like we so on it, it's not even funny, bro. And the book is coming, man.
Understood.
So
to go
with that being said,
to come back around full circle, like, man, like where we at right now, I feel like you said, it's like it's a fatigue going on, right? But it's like in the early in the odds, like, well, in the later odds, in the 2010s, through that era, right? We were going through like the vampire craze, right? Or the fantasy craze, where it's like witches, vampires, all that, with Twilight,
like Underworld, Van Helsing, that type, the early 2000s.
Yeah, and then it went on for an entire decade, right?
Well, Blade too.
More than a decade, kind of, because you got to go into like the pop off of it, where like you get Marvel initially with Blade and Wesley Snipes, things like that. And that, I believe that was like really, and then you had Interview with the Vampire and shit like that. So you had that all through the 90s, going into the 2000s, and then going into the 2010s with this long run of just vampire. And then at some point we transitioned again because the superhero craze, like at first we were getting like Blade, X-Men, things of that nature with superhero. And people like us, we know like they've been giving us like Superman movies since the 80s. We've been getting superhero shows, and people who weren't like, it wasn't a thing where it wasn't mainstream, right? So even in the 2000s, we were getting what's it called, the Birds of Prey type of TV shows on the CW. We was getting Smallville. We was getting
the Arrowverse. All that stuff,
that came about when it started getting mainstream. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
There's always been an appetite for superhero and the superhero genre in media. We've gotten to a point where it's like been over exaggerated, and now it's a $1 billion. Well, it was always $1 billion industry, but now in film and television, it's garnering billions of dollars. So it's like, yeah, people got a fatigue, but now I feel like we're at the place where it should have been at. Now we're getting into the crux of everything. We have this dope fucking new Superman movie. We got the first family of fucking comic books coming out with a new movie, which is the Fantastic Four. And now we get a chance to see Marvel actually do their thing with the first fucking family. Like we got in the early 2000s, we got the Jessica Alba version of Fantastic Four, which was a great movie. He got the Silver Surfer was the second movie. It was such a fucking phenomenal film. They tried to reboot it with Michael B. Jordan and those guys, which that movie fucking sucked. But
well, how do you feel about the girl Silver Surfer? Can I pause you on that thought right there? Like, do you see the trailer? Let's talk about first steps a little bit and where Marvel's at with the woke shit.
If you're in,
I want to interject real quick.
The comic books, you know the female Silver Surfer. I don't want to give
she does exist. She
exists. Like, and she's been, but she didn't go on a real run. You know what I'm saying? It was like a couple of issues that she was in. It wasn't like a thing where she was like the Silver Surfer for a long time. And she was brought in as a foil to Silver Surfer. Because remember,
as long as Norrin Rad shows up at some point, I'm cool with it. That's my take on it.
And then, but this is the way that they can talk their way out of doing that is it's a multiverse. Like,
right. Always that's the excuse.
One-to-one to the comics, and they've written themselves into a get out of jail free card with that. It's even with the Deadpool Wolverine movie. It's like they got out of, they basically wrote themselves out of retconning the Logan, which I feel like is still to this day one of the best fucking superhero movies that we probably will ever get in the next 10 years. Like Logan was it. But
hands down.
They've written themselves, they're able to go in so many different directions.
Well, I want to fill in a couple gaps, right? Because I think you just like set us off and rolled the carpet out with the timeline perfectly, right? Let's play a little TVA action.
Come on.
Where you started is perfect because you started at like the vampire craze. I didn't even think of that shit. That was brilliant. It's true. That shit took over the world. Like Twilight was rocking. It had a hold of the box office. Like the Underworld movies were great. They did like 3 or 4 of those, bro. Blade popped off, saved them from bankruptcy. That's point one. That's a major shift in culture. Then we got Sam Raimi's Spider-Man in about 02, right? 03. That was when it became a $1 billion franchise, like you were saying. So I just wanted to throw that thumbtack on the board too. Like, yo, if Spider-Man didn't happen with Sam Raimi, like
we would
the
have
ability to see, like how much money this shit can generate and really do wouldn't be there without that, right? So I just wanted to fill that in too, because I thought that was awesome too. And then fast forward to where we're at now with not Fast and Furious, Fantastic Four, right? There's a regurgitation and saturation feeling, I feel like, a little bit, right? Because we've had how many Fantastic Four movies? So it's like you're already looking at it with the side eye a little bit, like, all right, what number? This is Fantastic Four 4. You know what I mean? Like
What's one?
the fourth one, exactly. So it's like, okay, and there's already some woke crazy shit in the rumor mill about it. So it's like, all right, expectations are kind of astray too. So, and then what's Marvel really been doing, and where's their trust and faith at in the fan base within itself right now? Also, you can add Star Wars in that mix because Disney owns both of them, right?
Yeah.
So I consider Star Wars and Disney and Marvel the same kind of entity right now, which essentially Power Rangers is going to be too. So I want to jump into that later, how Power Rangers is going to hook up to that machine and how that's going to affect them. But let's go back to the Superman, right? Let's just move around, because let's pause at Fantastic Four and what's going on with Marvel. DC flex first. So let's jump to DC, because we both just saw the Superman movie. And I agree. I'm going to lead off and say it felt like the Christopher Reeves. I agree with the review that it feels like the old Christopher Reeves vibe, like Spider-Man 2 mixed with like, not Spider-Man, Superman 2 mixed with like the animated series a little bit. And I love that it had a team up. The Justice Society was kind of in there, you know, or, you know, early Justice League. Like, I like the Guardians of the Galaxy feel that James Gunn is bringing to the DC universe. I like the Suicide Squad style filming that he's been doing with this kind of Superman film. I've seen it a little bit, and I understand Gunn a little bit. So I think he did a good job.
Snyder,
Right?
Like Snyder wanted to be more darker. He this is my take on it, right?
More colorful.
Yeah, it's way more colorful. It's more in the vein of who Superman is. You feel what I'm saying? Like
humanizing him a little bit.
Yeah, I would feel like Zack Snyder almost tried to go with, he believed a bit too much. Like, I know you've seen Kill Bill 2, right? And the monologue that Bill gave at the end of it of who he thought Superman was, right? Clark Kent, he's who he think humans are, and you see he thinks we're weak, he thinks this, and he was putting this malevolent spin on Superman, which that's not the story of Clark Kent. Like, Clark Kent is Superman. It's not the other way around. Superman isn't Clark Kent. You dig what I'm saying? Like in the same vein, we know that Batman, his disguise is Bruce Wayne. But Batman is at the core of who he is. That's who, when his parents died, he became Batman.
Right.
Clark Kent is at the core of who Superman is. He's a kid from Kansas, bro. Like, he's an American. He has no idea about Krypton. That's why he's like trying to figure out who his birth parents are, but he still has so much love for his parents, John and Martha. He was never, he doesn't think like, no, he's trying his best not to hurt anyone. That's who he is Clark Kent. He's trying his best to protect the people in his life because he has a real life. Like, he wasn't the character that Bill described at the end of Kill Bill. He's Clark Kent. He's not Superman.
Well, I want to make a point. I think that this movie gave us a side of Superman that was necessary to excel the character forward, because he's such an overpowered hero. You need good writing. You need team ups around him, because it's so easy for him to take out mass amounts of bad guys at once. And I feel like they displayed that in the movie perfectly. When all those soldiers came at him in the air and he was doing the barrel roll and the laser eyes, and it felt colorful. It felt more family oriented too, with the dog. And then, you know, spoiler alert, you know, his Supergirl at the end, I thought was a great twist, because my daughter loves Supergirl. So she's going to see that and be like, yo, Supergirl's coming. I'm in. She's going to be in on the whole series. You know, a lot of people are in because of the dog. The only weakness I really saw, that I was disappointed, because I give it a solid 8 out of 10 for me, was the suit, not necessarily the logo, but
Mm-hmm.
something about the suit. I couldn't get there all the way, you know.
Did it look too
But
like
that was
rubbery or like spandexy to you?
nah. It was like it looked trying to be like it looked retro,
Mm-hmm.
but trying to be futuristic at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard to accomplish, to have a nostalgic retro look, but also look modern and updated.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
very modernized, very more civilized, like humanized Superman. You know, so conveying that through the suit is my
Mm-hmm.
only critique. Like they got like a 6 for me with the suit. I like the S. I got the vision on the S later on. Like when he spun around, it looked good at certain shots. The S was cool because, like, I remember in Man of Steel, the S meant hope.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it had like a lore behind it. So I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't necessarily the color of the blue. I like the collar idea because if you watch a lot of the DC animated, I'm a fan of them. A lot of the Superman suits have like the collar and the hem.
Yeah.
And he looks like, you know, he's got a little extra curl. Like some of
Yeah.
them, he looks really clean cut, divine jaw. Like this Corn Sweat dude, I think that's how you say his name,
Mm-hmm.
Corn Sweat or something. The more I watched him on screen portraying Superman, I got it. And I was like, yeah, I think like, you know, he's kind of thicker build. He was kind of like, he had the look, he had the jaw. He reminded me of a like alternate dimension Chris Reeves to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I thought that was cool. I thought the Lois was modernized a little bit. She kind of was like, do I like this dude? You know what I mean? Do I like this dude? Do I not like this dude? He's a little crazy. You know, I'm a little crazy. It was like that whole dynamic. That's kind of how women are now. So I thought that was conveyed very well. And just everything. It was a very good movie for me, bro. I thought it was done well. You can't sit here and say James Gunn hasn't made enough superhero movies, good ones, that
Good.
you thought this wasn't going to be good. You know what I mean? That's where I would leave it. So
now about to say
what would you
my biggest critique, especially on the suit, right? It's the tidy whities, bro. Like we came this far without Superman having, you know, trunks on. Like
right.
Like that would be my only critique of it that I didn't necessarily like. I want to ask you, how did you feel about the Jimmy Olsen's character and the actor who portrayed Jimmy? Like
he looked very comic accurate, very comic accurate. I thought he was pretty good. He did the nerd thing well, but he was really good with the ladies. I thought that was a cool twist. And then like the trunks, I agree, but see, I think he can fix it. Like now that he kind of did one with the trunks as a homage, he can get rid of it on the next one. And as long as like, and then if they turn it into a joke and be like, yeah, Superman, the trunks was kind of like, you're supposed to wear your underwear inside the pants. Like, let's get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Like if they turn it into like the joke on the second one and make it like that, and he has like in some of the animated or like back to the Cavill style with the belt and the all blue, like really modernize him in the next one, they'll fix that. That's not a big deal because I feel like they got the homage out the way, to me, in my opinion. But I legitimately enjoyed the movie, man. I went to a nice theater. It had heated seats. The footrest came up, bro. It reclined. It was nuts. It was. I don't know if you ever been to like a movie tavern too. They serve food and stuff. It was wild. But it was good. I'm gonna ask you this. I want you to follow up and take it. But back to the fatigue, right? Before we go to Marvel. To me, DC has a shot right now. To not only lead and be the face for a little bit, especially as well as the Superman movie's doing right now. The Mr. Terrific cannot not talk about that dude. He stole the show in that movie. That was like an Iron Man without the suit, and then like the chair, like his whole Professor X vibe with like his intellect was like being his superpower was astounding to me. Terrific was really terrific in the movie. So I fucks with that whole part. So that's what I'm saying. Gunn's ability to really make other characters have moments and shine and stick out like that was really cool for me. Even the Peacemaker cameo, as much as I'm not a Cena fan, like throwing him in the talk show was cool, like stuff like that. Now, what was scary for me was almost like real life, like, you know, entertainment purposes only, like my conspiracy theorists stand up, was like the pocket dimension, and like the way that the demon was driving that boat in the prison, the dimension prison, and like holding portals open and colliders. If you really listen to certain shit that Luther was saying, it was like how much of this was truth and fact hidden in the fiction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was wild too for me.
You know, they're doing some things with the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland, man. Like,
right? Yeah. So it was like that part of the movie was wild to absorb, right? I don't know about you, but like the overall plot, like them creating a war and propaganda and agenda, it was a lot like what I go through online. It felt like when Superman was getting slandered and he was hating on him and all this other stuff, and like the way they took that message of his parents, and it was really like him basically needed to be Omni-Man. You know what I mean? It's like, you supposed to be Superman or Omni-Man. You know, that whole twist in the movie was kind of dope too. Like, so you could see how everybody switched up on him, you know. So that was interesting for me to see too.
But this shit is really like, it shows you public perception makes everything. It's like the crux of anything. Like, you can have good intention. I want to know, because that's an iconic scene, and we could touch on it for a little bit, right?
Right.
Like, how did you feel about the Lois interviewing him? And that intense, like, it started off very mild. Yeah. Started off with jokes, and then it started getting really, really intense.
Yeah.
Like, and that was like, I would say not even like it wasn't even like 5%, 6% of the movie, but it had such a lasting, such a lasting, like, it was over, like the overarch of the story was like portrayed in that one scene of him is like, oh, well, like, Superman just can't do what he want to do. And he's like, well, I'm saving people. And it's like, but you're like, you can't go to another country. And like, and that, I love when Superman or just superhero stories get very political like that. Because if you understand DC Comics, like, you know that this is a thing in DC Comics. Even with them, like, even in the Justice League cartoons, right? When they were like going to different places, and like, it was one where I remember it being Green Lantern and Supergirl was going back and forth, and it was Sokovia, not Sokovia, but it was some like European country that was a fictional European country in the Justice League cartoon, and their government was like, hey, we don't want any intervention from the Justice League. And Supergirl and Green Lantern were going back and forth, like, no, like, people are going to die. And he's like, well, we have to respect the country. They're saying they don't want us to come in. We're not going in. And she couldn't wrap her head around that. So it was so good seeing Gunn tackle that aspect of the DC Comics and just Superman's character in general. Because
I wonder, I would want to ask him what he likes making movies better for, DC or Marvel. That's just something I'm curious about with him. You know what I mean? Like, now that he's bagged both of them and like done what he's needed to do, it's like, where do you really feel at home? And I don't know, man. His DC stuff is almost as good, if not better, because Guardians is a great trilogy to me. And then like the Suicide Squad, there's things I like about the second one that I don't like about the first one, and vice versa. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think Gunn is cemented as someone who we can have faith in, that whatever project they're going to do, their rendition and their portrayal of those characters will be comic booky enough, if that's even a word. We're going to make our own word. It's comic booky enough, my dude.
He's going to
it's going to
natural.
Yeah.
Like, it's certain creators, you know, like, I would say more so Zack Snyder was worried about making a good movie. And James Gunn is more so, he was worried about making a good comic book accurate movie, which is two totally different things. And I think
go ahead, keep going. No, keep going.
James Gunn cares about the comic book community. I think he cares about people who actually understands the lore, and he's putting little bitty things in there just for comic book readers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the point I wanted to make. I think DC edges, and I love Marvel. I'm such a Marvel fanboy. Don't get me twisted. But where
Mm-hmm.
DC has the ability to surpass them on a cinema level, right? On a cinematic universe standpoint, is the Elseworld badge.
Mm.
DC has the Elseworld, so their whole interdimensional, alternate dimension, this, that, their pockets of the universes that they create under that Elseworld thing covers
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the holes and plot. They can be loose with the stories and give us all different types of renditions and things and be like, this is an Elseworld story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like it's DC, but it's Elseworld DC. It's not. They can separate their main canon from, all right, this is Battinson, this is Batfleck, this is. They can almost file cabinet it
Mm-hmm.
and put it in a way that it can do what it needs them to do, bro, and
Yep.
build their own kind of Infinity Saga and stuff like that. So I just want to make that point. If you want to touch on that, go ahead.
But that's my thing with them. I was hoping, even with the Zack Snyder initially, I was so hoping that, hey, don't try to do what Marvel's doing. Like Marvel is trying to do like a more so a linear story. Don't try to do that. Like
Right.
you're not going to be able to catch up to what they're doing. Like they've given us over 10 years of material of a single through line story. So it's like
And the way they built it.
yeah, you're trying to piggyback off of that. It's not going to work. You need to go over here and make your own thing and try.
Right.
And that's why I'm hoping they don't bring Patterson's Batman into this universe. Like, I'm glad that this Superman movie is the kickoff to something new within DC. And I'm really excited to see where DC is going. Like, I haven't said that about a superhero movie or television show or anything like that in a very long time. So
I could see my son really liking this movie when I get a chance to take him. Like, I really see him being like seeing Superman in a different light for someone who's never really seen him this colorful and this humanized and this likable, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't really like Superman as a character. Like, I do, but I don't. It's like I like him as a character, but I hate how he's always written and portrayed.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And it's like, I love his OG status and I respect him for what he is as a character and what he's done for the game, but I've always been a Batman fan on the low.
I feel you.
Just the dynamic of Batman. So the Elseworld thing is where I think if DC's smart, they'll play on that badge and they use it to their advantage. Now, Marvel, let's shift the conversation. Now that we know that Superman's come out, right? They kind of have their own little DC lineup coming out. Creature Commandos, whatever other gun shit that's coming out, like unorthodox or not. They're cooking, right? DC got stuff going on. And they're definitely thinking of outside the box. So let's give them that.
100%.
Now, Marvel, I feel like, is scraping for scraps, bro. They're like, the Red Hulk movie, The Last Cap, was like almost like a Falcon and Winter Soldier special. I feel like it could have been a special right to TV, Disney Plus, like Falcon and Winter Soldier season, like make that another season and build their show dynamic. You know what I mean? And not waste potential box office flops on IPs that you're reaching to try to sell us as big as, if it's not bigger than the Infinity Saga and Thanos and that whole arc that you've already had, why do it? Why make it bigger than TV?
And I've been saying their thoughts behind it, I believe, and don't quote me on it because I really don't know what's going on in these rooms, but I believe they're trying to like ramp up to that, or they're trying to like tiptoe to it. Like they're trying to give us how they initially like Infinity War, Endgame, things like that, like was the climax. Then they had to go back and dip off with the Spider-Man stuff. And now they're trying to like slowly ramp it up. And I do believe that the Jonathan Majors thing like really fucked up their entire like plan for the next 10 years.
Well, he's back now, right? So that got patched up. I heard he's back now. I heard they're reinserting him back in their plans because he got acquitted. Everything got worked out. That's the word on the street. Don't quote me, but last time I poked my head into some Marvel news, I heard that Majors was in talks of coming back if he's not back already. And the whole Robert Downey Doomsday thing is already in it's been a thing. That's gonna happen. Like the Doomsday effect, they got dates and everything. So they're pushing for that. So this whole, I already know, to me, this is not gonna be the Infinity Saga again. But I believe in Downey, right? And if they find a place for Evans, it'll give it enough feel to feel like the Infinity Saga, but interesting enough if they write it good enough and give us enough story and that's good enough to keep our attention throughout this new concept. It doesn't have to be better than Infinity War, but I think it has to be just as entertaining or interesting enough to make us come back. You know, I would give them some leeway and be like, I don't want you to top the Infinity Saga or you suck. I'm not one of those fans. It's like, you have to top your Ninth Symphony, but at least give us something well thought out, comic accurate, and just as entertaining and intricate and as good. The same effort, so to speak, regardless of the outcome.
And with
that's how I would put it.
Even if they try, even if they put their best foot forward, right, they're going to fail if they try to recreate this. Like, that was a moment in time in history. Like, give us new at this point. Give us, like you said, like, just as good, but please don't regurgitate. And it's like, I feel like the Marvel specifically is the one that's going through the fatigue right now. I believe that same sentiment that we had about DC like 2-3 years ago is now what we're feeling for Marvel, full throttle.
Yeah, it's flipped. For real.
Like that's why they're trying their best to like, oh well, let's bring in the X-Men. Let's bring in let's get Downey back. Let's get a new Spider-Man movie. Like, they're trying to, I truly feel like they're grasping at straws because like you just mentioned the Cap movie, the Thunderbolts movie. It's like at the end of this, they fucking win because of the power of friendship. And it's like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, who asked for this?
Yeah. I feel the same way. It's like, why are we getting this team? Why, you know, this feels like filler a little bit to me. But that's just my opinion, because I remember how I was eating the popcorn during the Infinity Saga, and it was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, okay, I understand. And some filler content is cool, and it's necessary sometimes, but there's a right way to do it, especially when you're working with different type of budgets and things like that. But come on, bro, you got the Midnight Suns. Look at how we started this conversation when the vampires were up and Blade. Swing it back around to when Blade was saving things. Well, how many times has that Blade been rewritten? The Marshall Ali Blade that's supposedly coming. And then they put Blade in Deadpool and Wolverine, and he was a fan favorite when they saw him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Wesley's capable of giving us a Blade 4 and maybe segueing into Marshall Ali taking the mantle somehow and have that pass off become a thing. And then you somehow spill that into Midnight Suns, and then you get Johnny Berthoud for Pun. You get Daredevil. You get Moon Knight. You have all those people already casted. And then a Midnight Sun motion is going. And then Ghost Rider's coming back. A little Nick Cage mentorship passing down. Like, this shit could be done, bro. It's attainable. Like, I've been saying it. In Rican we trust. Like, Midnight Suns, Marvel, Wolverine, Doc Strange, Ghost Rider, Daredevil, fucking Moon Knight. Come on, bro. That's not a dream team, and it's all supernatural elements and bad guys. So you get to go in the more pushing the realm of PG-13 and darker shit. Darker bad guys, more Mephisto. They just put Mephisto in Ironheart. Perfect.
And he basically,
what you think of the Ironheart series?
Yeah, it was the whole point of Mephisto being in there, is would say the fucking like that's the whole reason why I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back and check this out, because Mephisto. I'm thinking it's like another token black character, and it's another like Iron Man reject. Even Downey came out of, if you don't like this, you're just racist. And it's like, no, bro. It's like we're getting like subpar shit from Marvel. That's why we don't like this.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
to the point, they had to put fucking Borat in it as fucking Mephisto, just to make us want to watch it. And it's like,
I mean, he looked
out
good as the part though, and the character as far
yeah,
as like comic book accurate.
100%. And it's just like the
You
deal,
know?
and that's what I see. And I want to go back retroactively to see, like, okay, who all made deals with Mephisto this entire time? Like, did Thanos during the Infinity Saga? Did Thanos actually make a deal with Mephisto and make it more like the Infinity Saga in the comics? Like,
Yeah, it really brings up a what if and like where he's been this whole time. But real quick, we got Sweet Baby in the back, bro. So
whoa,
you want to pause on that conversation? Let's do a little intro. We got a guest coming in. Want to give him an introduction, bro? See, and then I'll bring him up.
my big Brody, man, love him to death. You feel me?
You already
Elijah.
know.
And my this my, you heard me, my kindred spirit, my twin, you dig? Like, we've been friends for like 10 years plus, man. Like, we've done music together. Like, this is people who love a nigga, and they gonna come out of the woodwork behind me at all times. So it's like, I started my content journey with this man, and boom, just to like, not to be too long-winded with the intro, but this man, Ralph, you feel me? Ralph the Black, you feel me? Sweet Baby, you dig? Not the little baby, but Sweet Baby, you dig what I'm
Sweet
saying?
Baby, bro. Word. Here we go. Without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend. Here we go. Sweet Baby, what's good, bro?
Wagwan.
Welcome to Ricanville, dog. Big dog. How you
Man,
doing? How you feeling, bro?
man, it
Welcome to
feel,
KoD.
hey man, it feel
What's
incredible, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It
what's
feel,
what's on your mind, man?
man, in the library right now, man, just vibing, man. You know, I don't want to talk too loud. I probably step outside, man, and get it up there
Yeah.
with you. Tyrell, man, I heard the introduction, baby. It's nothing but love, man. You already know.
Yeah, how
Rican.
you feel about that? What's up?
Where my nigga went? Is it
I
me?
don't know. He dropped out? Nah, we good. We got bars. He'll come back. He'll come back.
He'll come back. He in the library out there, you dig?
Yeah.
And you know,
Sweet Baby just joined back up. Let's see. Well, when I get him in the background, we bring him back up. But see, as you can see, real quick, before we get him back, everybody you bring on, man, between Cam and everybody I met from your camp, the energy, as you can see, has been great. We got him back right here. So
Gotta be back.
yeah, we
Woo!
got you, bro. We good. We good. You
Man,
got a
hey, it's a
little
blessing.
tremor in the grid.
It's a blessing to be here with y'all, man. Like I said, man, you do great work with that music as well, Rican, man. And I love what y'all
I
got going
appreciate
on.
that.
I love what y'all
Appreciate
got
that.
going on at KoD, man. It's a beautiful thing to be on y'all platform, brother.
yeah, welcome.
Well, definitely. Well, now that you bring up the subject, right? A lot of people don't know a side of Rican. That's really how I came in the game, bro. I kicked in the door with a cousin of mine in Brooklyn, Bay Ridge. We were going back and forth. I'm a Jersey dude. You know, my pops was a DJ from Brooklyn, and I picked up the mic to kind of soothe the soul. You know what I mean? And the rhythm is in the blood from being a Boricua and, you know, having the salsa in there, bro, and watching Pop grow up the way that he did and then growing up the way that I did. Music was very important. So long story short, you know, I'm almost 40 years old. I got about 15 years of this shit. I started back in like 2012, 2011, you know, when that piff was popping. And, you know, I went through the old school grind, mixing my mixtapes, doing my thing. So I was always the backpack rapper that had the love for this shit for the beginning. So, you know, I turned down some deals, you know, some handshakes, had some people watching. So my journey's not done, bro. You know, we only just beginning, and I kind of veering off to the production, the movies, like the soundtrack movement is where it's at to me. It's almost like a
That's where it's
second
at.
coming, like a redemption for, especially when you getting older, right? And it's like you a music nigga, but it's like, how do I really keep it 10 toes down with this shit and give these people the music they want, but in a more elevated, sophisticated way. So
Hey
like,
man, look, not to cut you off, brother, but that's exactly why I am with the soundtrack music, because I mean it's cool to drill and kill and do these type of things, because sometimes that goes on in life, but you can categorize that into soundtracks, you know what I'm saying? And then you still can have your artistic backbone, as to say, you know what I'm saying, and still stand up straight and still have your morals and your values. And you can, you know, categorize your music. You know, if you want to put out some music that heals people and resonates with their soul and their spirit in a certain type of way, you can put that out. But then as well, man, my connection kind of messing up, but as well, man, you can get kind of grimy. You know what I'm saying? You could talk about things you've seen and things you may have done or may not have done, but you can put it in an entertaining type way where, you know, it can roll right into the music, right into the soundtrack.
well, I'm glad, and I appreciate C for bringing people like you forward into the music, because if the soundtrack sounds how it needs to sound, where it moves the mud how it needs to, then it know that the NiNjetti's for the have-nots, and it has to sound that way. And the only people that can make that music is the people who really been through that shit. So that's why everybody's like, you know, why is he here? What's he doing? He's not part of the drama. We're not here for the drama. We here because this man's talented musically. Now it's coming out what I do musically. I want this soundtrack to be something special. So, you know,
We here for the drum. We here for the drama as well.
Be one more.
No. I mean, like, the thing about it is, Rican, like, man, we talk, man. You a humble individual, just like how you are now. You know, very talented individual, man. We appreciate the musical work that you did for Strokey Bobby's project, Weed and Champagne, which is on all streaming platforms. That's Rican. A lot of their work is Rican. So I said we're not here for the drama and everything of that nature, but when something falls across my desk, man, and then it's by a meek individual of the chosen tribes, of the chosen clot, of just a humble individual, man, that's talented, and even, man, you know your stuff with this music stuff, bro. So I mean, when y'all had first initially told me about the character, about the guy, the guy Brazilian dude or whatever like that, man, like we were in the studio at the time, as you know, man. We chopped it up, and I finally got a little bit of free time, and I got time for it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like to me, it's like David versus Goliath, man. You got this big, humongous figure, man, that can tear people down and destroy people, can do whatever he wants to do to people and have his way, and he has all these millions and followers and cults and everything behind him. And then, hey, man, you got David over here with his slingshot, and, man, you got a rock right there, man. Tyrell Bell, that's a rock right there, man. And man, you know, you got me, man. We riding with you.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate that. Anything you want to add, C? You want to add to that?
Man, because this is my thing, right? Me personally, right? I don't look for the naysayers. You dig what I'm saying? It's like everything that I've ever done since the time I've gotten here, even the people who turned their back on us, right, Rican? I sat there and put my reputation on the line for these people. And even if I got public perception to shift in that person's favor, that shows you how powerful I am. They won't give me the credit for it, but I made these people go back and think about, where does my morals come from? Where does my integrity, where does my edicts and my ethics come from? Because we're sitting here tearing down people. I put it to where, okay, like I said when I initially came, hey, Rican's not a bad guy. I know bad people. I'm a fucking bad person. How about this? Let's put that energy on me, right? Take it off this father of three who's trying to, because we already know who he is in our children's lives, right, Rican? You too, Ralph.
Exactly.
You got grandbabies. What? Like, we got families. We got people that we're putting on for. We're not just like doing this as a way to be drama for drama's sake, right? And we initially spoke on at the beginning, Rican. We're not doing this for drama's sake. We're doing this because when God puts something on you and he puts something on your heart, that you got to be obedient. I couldn't look at what these people are going to do or what their opinions about what I'm doing is. I don't give two fucks.
Hey, I want to say this. I want to say this for Mr. Resilient, Mr. Henry Resilient, man. If you watch this, or if one of your millions or one of your followers watch it and report back to you what they normally do when they're followers, and you know you're thriving off of these weaker individuals, and I'm not talking about you, Rican, at all. I'm talking about the ones that want to follow behind him every which way he goes, man, and want to follow behind his tail whenever it's wagging. They going from side to side like a paddy wagon. Man, the thing about it is the low blow that you took, and I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, that'll be like, I do want to get you on my platform as well, but the low blow that he took, even with your church and the way that he tried to tear you down, and you got this gang of people, this big gang of people telling, hey, man, tear me down, brother, because I already been tore down. I'm already down at the ground. It ain't nothing but little bitty sweet baby and big old Henry Resilient, man. You know, so man, the same energy you got for Rican, man. Hey, man, you can use me as your punching bag, and I'll gladly take lick for lick with you.
But nigga, we hit back. Rican hitting back, and that's what they don't like about it. Started punching on them, and one of them fell down. Rican. Now it's Rican. Why are you punching on us like this?
We're not letting up.
Well, let me touch on that, right? Because Sweet Baby really cooking with that. Y'all got the sauce. Here's the thing. They see the sauce, they recognize it, right? So they know who to play with and who not to play with. So all I could do is recognize real. All I'm doing is taking the platform they gave me by talking shit and showing them that there's real G's out here, regardless of the internet, that lead with respect. And you watch how you talk, because you never know who you're dealing with.
Hey, nah, for
and
real,
that translates to any algorithm, bro. And I'm trying to understand, it's not about Rican. It's about representing yourself in a respectful way on any platform. You never know who you fucking with. So man, watch your mouth.
He did that, man. Rican got and we ain't the only ones, man. We might be the only ones you seeing on the internet, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, with the type of personality Rican got, the talents that he got, man, the mindset that he has, he's one of those people, like I said, a chosen one. He's one of those ones. He's a child of the light, man. So, man, we got to protect those at all costs, man. We got to at all costs. Like, even if I got to look like a fool, man, hey, it is what it is, brother. Give glory to God. Don't thank me, because, like I said, it fell across my desk, man. You know, I was a little bit busy at that time. Not too busy for what y'all, you know, but we were working on a project that you gave so many beats to. I'm talking about you emailed a lot, bro.
I did. That's what I do. I show love, you know.
and that's the thing, man. You know, hey, Henry Resilient. The thing about it is, brother show love, man. You know what I'm saying? And we return the love, brother. So, man, I know whatever y'all got going on with Rican, man. Hey, man, you got it going on with Sweet Baby, and you got it going. Excuse me, you got it going on with Ian Connor. And man, we love to keep a little stuff going on in Louisiana, man. And I'm gonna tell you, Rican, I sent some invites for people to like your page. My phone almost about to go dead, man. Tyrell know what's going on with it, man.
I appreciate you. I seen them. They already liked it up. They're already moving out here, baby. I see the power, bro. I appreciate
it. Louisiana standing with you, man. You know what I'm saying? You do your thing, brother. Don't worry about anything. And man, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all, man. Try to go live with y'all. Try to get y'all on my platform too, man. KoD, baby, Sweet
you
baby.
Already know.
We rocking.
NiNjetti salute.
NiNjetti salute. Man, y'all know what it is. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. We're gonna have you back real soon, bro. You already know. So as you can see, we love that. We love that. We got VG in the back too. We love that. You're never gonna know what's gonna happen over here on KoD, bro.
We really got the team over here. It's like my boy said, you know who rocking. Y'all might, you might not see him in the Discord. You might not see him on KoD with us, but we have our web. We have a web, and it's out there. Like, we connected.
And honestly, I'm not trying to do this to flex or to any type of way. Or it's just, when you're real with people and you're honest and do things a certain type of way, it reflects. So it's like I'm trying to counteract the smoke that's being said about me. Don't believe the hype, because the real recognize real. And y'all can play with my name on the internet like y'all have been, but as you can see, in real life, we not playing with the respect level at all. And that's just a testament to the people that you roll with, see your character throughout all of this and what's been going on. And I'm telling y'all to leave it alone, man. You don't want to play with none of these people. I wouldn't play with none of these people, man. I choose to do business and be positive and stay creative. And that's why they fuck with me. And they got my back, because we on some music shit. We on some creativity. These books are coming out. We going after Power Rangers. We're going to save this culture. Like, you guys don't want no smoke with us, man. Just leave it alone. So with that being said, man, the appearance was great. I appreciate that. We're going to have him back. More guests coming soon. Let's segue back to where we left, man. We was at Power Rangers, right? We was at the DC shit we covered. We were at Marvel, right? We covered Thunderbolts. We covered Ironheart. We got the Doomsday stuff coming. So let's click up with Power Rangers, right? With all that going on let's bring this home with Power Rangers, bro. Where do they stand in Disney's hands? We talked a little bit with the Choppy episode about that a little bit, but let's really get into it. Like, where do you see, what's Disney up against? What are they trying to accomplish? And what do you think the main goal is for them? And if it was you.
Yeah, here's one of my biggest critiques, right? I hate when companies get a hold, especially, let's talk specifically about Power Rangers. I hate when companies get a hold of Power Rangers who have all these other different IPs that they're going to be more so focused on. Like, when you put Power Rangers in the hands of a Hasbro, well, you know G.I. Joe's there, you know Transformers is there, you know they have all these other IPs that if it was between Power Rangers and this, because this is what works, right? They know Transformers works. They know if I put out a G.I. Joe Transformer crossover movie, it'll work. Probably.
Right.
They have a high like projection of it working. Or when Power Ranger goes to Disney, man, they got Star Wars over here. They have, you know, Marvel over here. They have all these different things, and they're looking at, well, this is what works for us right now. Even if it's not working at this moment, we know we're just a hit away. They're not.
Well, I want to pause you real quick on that thought, bro, because you don't think that Transformers and G.I. Joe is a conflicting thing with the whole Zords and the Ranger suits? Because if you look at the G.I. Joe movie, they put them in suits, right? They had those super suits in the movie. And so it's like, I think it's better off in Disney's hands, but it also conflicts now with Hasbro and everything like that. It's always been a conflicting franchise, which is why I think Hasbro's never been able to do what they want to it or with it, because the Zords conflict too much with Transformers, bro. It's too similar.
And that's my thing. I would wish a more of a indie studio, or not a studio that doesn't have that much IP and all the hoop surrounding it, would get a chance to get the reins of Power Rangers, so they can turn it into a thing, more of a passion project than a cash grab. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Like, exactly.
Disney's in the business of making money. They don't care at the end of the day.
Right.
They're going to put a budget together. They're going to put something out, but is it going to hit the way we need it to hit? Like, I thought Hasbro going the route of Netflix and Jonathan Entwistle, and I thought that could have been something promising. You understand? Like,
right. Potential was there, yeah.
It was there, dude. And it's like, there's so much you can do with that IP, dude. Like, you can give us an animated and a live action Power Rangers simultaneously. You can give us some origin stories, or some, like, because I know Power Rangers is a team-based thing, but you can give us a couple of like spin-off, one-off, like one solo Power Rangers, or a Tommy centered focused television show, and we will be here for it. Even if it ain't, and rest in peace to him, we love him to death. Even if you recast the Tommy character, we'll still be here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even if
it'll have a cult following always, bro.
100%. So it's like there's so many avenues you can go down with this dude. Like, even if you like try to create a universe there and try to bring in, well, let's redo a VR Troopers, let's redo a Mass Rider, let's redo Beetleborgs and bring that into it. Let's do what if they can do so many what ifs, things of that nature.
Well, we got BG in the back too. Let's bring him in and get his take on how to save Power Rangers in different hands real quick before he has to go. So, VG, what's up, man? Tapping in.
Was that the president of New Orleans or something like that? That was awesome. We had the president of Louisiana coming. That was fantastic.
Hell yeah! You already know.
You got
Voice
the
of the
stamp.
South.
Cool. You're locked in now, and now you can drink all the. What are the sodas that you have in your state? And they're like the big shot, big pop. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, those ones. They have so many fucking flavors of those. Anyways, yeah, you can probably get those for free wherever you want now, so that's cool.
Well, where you at, VG, with your scatterbrain? Where you at with things? Give us some content.
Did you guys smoke together? I don't know why I got a vibe like you guys all smoke. Did you guys smoke without me or something?
We with the smoke.com. That's what we were saying,
Oh.
you know.
Well, all right.
So no, I got my Zeal on that.
Okay, just make sure you guys didn't.
Yeah.
Big Smoke.
The alleged crack box.
That's fucking crazy. I've never seen anybody smoke crack. Thing.
Yeah, man. So what do you think, VG, of what's going on with what we're talking about? We got a little bit of an echo, I think.
Oh, let me try to find a way to mitigate that, if at all possible.
He's still connected deep.
It's the echo of the grid.
Yeah, the echo of the grid
is that any better? Is that?
I think it's me. No, yeah, that's good. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I had it in my headphones. All right.
Well, I mean, this episode went well. The grid's doing fine. It's getting ready for things I can't say, but it's getting ready. The grid.
Well, tell them the book is coming, right? Tell them, man.
Oh man, the grid is going to go through a lot of shit before the book comes out. I'm not saying that the book is far away, but I'm saying there's a lot of bullshit that's going to happen from the grid first. I don't want to spoil it. The viewing globe does know when bad things are going to happen, but I'm not. This is so bad. The grid might collapse in on itself, I think.
Right after the drop, the NiNjetti shall rise.
If it's mishandled, there's a couple, fat cats up there, handling things at their new proprietary companies that they're home to now, and probably just going to be a wash, honestly. Whatever they make franchise wise, honestly, they're going to try to remake Power. Good luck. You guys can't do it, So
you don't think they have a chance to compete with Marvel and DC on the level they're at right now?
No, they're unintelligent, is what it comes down to. They're simply unintelligent.
That's it.
It's the sign of automation.
That's fucking funny.
Understood. All right, VG. Well, we can leave you up. Let's keep going on you. We can leave you up, bring you down. You let me know. We're gonna move along. It's good. I'm glad the grid's doing good. We always got VG on tap watching.
Yeah, the grid's fine, but there's always bullshit. The grid's not going to be dishonest.
Right. Exactly. So we covered where we at. See, what do you think we left out? We covered superhero fatigue, right? A little bit.
Just to piggyback off what VG saying, I truly believe it's just like what the DC thing. They're one hit away from, or they're one critically acclaimed piece of media away from getting something started. Like me personally, I feel like if more of the fan base would have rallied around the 2000, was that 17 movie?
Yeah.
I believe we could have gotten a great rebooting of Power Ranger if more. And I know we were behind the Netflix, the Cosmic Fury, dude. That's why I don't understand what happened with that personally.
Right.
Maybe business wide, because we don't get those Netflix numbers and things. Maybe it was too low for Hasbro to be like, yeah, we're gonna move forward with this. But I know, like look at the toys, bro. Look at the sales. Like, they're constantly relaunching new toys. They're so stuck on, and that's I think the biggest flaw with this is they're so stuck on MMPR. And
yeah, I want to touch on that. You brought on the toys. Let's talk about the Reignition line real quick. Since you're bringing them up, you know what I mean? Like, I want your opinion too on I'm seeing a lot of resellers buying them up, and we're already reselling them on Amazon, eBay. People posting hella shopping carts full of all these toys. So like, they're significant and relevant now, but when you look at the quality of how they made them, the coolest part about them is that they all come together like the old ones used to. But the quality and the look and the feel and the nostalgia department is not really there, only partially. I would give it like a 3 or a 4 as far as like nostalgia and quality. Like,
yard out, bro. Like,
it's Playmate, you know, and it's like they're throwing a quick recycled MMPR line out, and then where do you go from there? If it doesn't do well, you're gonna shelf it. Where does it go from there? It's always, if you don't have the next step planned with Power Rangers, you don't know what you're doing. Because there's so much of it. It's a whole fucking universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should know what's going on 10 steps ahead just to keep up. Because that's how Marvel got where they got. And that's how all these big dogs is playing. So it's like, it's really just a writing issue and a control issue and a not necessarily money issue, but a passion issue on who's running things, on whose direction. You know what I mean? Like, Power Rangers is untapped potential, so I feel like it had to go back to formula, period. Full reset, master reset, Thanos snap. I am Rican. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have the elements. We're going back to ninjas, Zeo crystals, alternate dimensions, Temple of Power, and we're doing a full reset. And I'll give y'all MMPR when I feel like it. That's basically my approach. We're going to give it to you at some point, but I agree 100%. I'm so MMPR'd out, bro. It's like, show me and talk to me how you're going to make this a universe, an intricate, understood, woven fabric of a brand that we love in Power Rangers. So I'm waiting to see that.
Like you said, it's untapped potential. It's so much lore that you can get into. It's so much lore expansion you can get into. Like, this thing is going back millions of years. This thing you can hit it at any point in time and give us something that's really authentic and really new and really, like, still keeping those nostalgic goggles on, right? For lack of a better term. But give us something that, because I truly feel like, and then stop trying to, I feel like their biggest thing is the competing aspect of it. Like, stop trying to compete with these other franchises and let's focus on making something new and something more vibrant, more like, let's see what was the thing that attracted people to this concept, and like, let's lean into that. Even if you gotta go past MMPR, bro, even if you give us a one-off like SPD movie, bro, or give us you know, like a solo story where, because I'm a big story guy, so as long as the story is good, everything else will fall in line. Like this new Superman movie, they had a good, compelling story to be told, and they took aspects of comics, like they took aspects of, like, stop trying, like that was the thing that Zack Snyder and those guys kept trying to do. They kept trying to give us the death of Superman, right?
With this Superman movie,
they were giving us aspects of All-Star Superman, aspects of Man the animated series, giving us the Boy Scout, aspects of the Reeves movie, aspects of fucking Smallville, bro, aspects of the Lois and Clark television show, aspects of just different Superman and Lois. They were giving us all these aspects and morphing it into something new. And that,
well, I mean, look at the Superman show with Tyler. Is it Tyler Kirchin or the guy from the Wolves shit? What's the one on TV? Is it Superman on Lewis now?
Yeah, Superman,
but the one that Amy Jo directed. She did one of the episodes.
Yeah.
That was pretty good too. And that was more of like family dynamic. My kids and I watched that a little bit, and it was like with the two sons and the family dynamic that had that CW type feel. So like that's where the Elseworld shit comes in for me. So like even that version of Superman runs parallel to the movie, and it doesn't take anything from it to me, because it's a different type of Superman. You know what I mean? So Rangers can do the same type of shit. You can have a bunch of different realms of Rangers and give us the adult rated R, you know, tastefully done though, Power Rangers for adults for the 40 and up club. So these actors can eat again.
Power Rangers, while also giving us a cheesy Power Rangers for kids, while also giving us, like, there's so many dynamics you can hit with Power Rangers.
Yeah, you just got to know how to do it, how to package it.
It's all about story. Like, we're at the age right now in media where people care about stories. They care about the characters. They care about growth with characters. They don't want to see a character start off this way and in the movie the exact same person. Like even in the Superman movie, like he started off one way at the beginning of the movie and he grew. Even if it was a small piece of growth. Even, let's say, the kickoff of this new DC universe, Peacemaker, the television show did so well because Peacemaker started off in the Suicide Squad as this type of character, and even though it was like comedy based, it was more rated R, it was all these different aspects. Peacemaker was growing.
People liked it.
We saw his dynamic with his parent. We saw the dynamic that he grew with relationships with people. That's what people care about. People care about relationships. They care about story. They care about arcs. They care about these things. In Power Rangers, they're more so focused on the nostalgia. They're more so focused on how does it feel, the colors, this, that, and it's like the Green Ranger, and that was proven when you kept changing outfits. You became the White Ranger, still tuned in for Tommy. You became the Red Ranger, we tuned in for Tommy. When Jason came back as the Gold Ranger, we tuned in because, oh shit, Jason just became the Gold Ranger. We give no fucks about the colors to a certain extent. Which we do care about the designs of the costumes. We care about these things. But that doesn't mean more than the characters themselves.
Right. And I just want to make a point, right? I'm bringing up these sketches. These are one of Sam's sketches. So let's say that NiNjetti has this look right now. You can't even tell what Ranger he is, what spirit animal, what color. But just look at how this suit makes you feel and what it translates. Like, I want you to articulate to me, before I tell you what animal it is and what color he is and who he is, what it looks like to you. And if it passes the interest level of something you would pick up in a comic store and be like, all right, this is interesting. I want to read this. These are Ranger looking. Are they ninjas? Like, what's going on here? Like, unpack a picture's worth 1,000 words for me, see, as far as these sketches, when people open this book and see shit like this.
Well, I want to, like, first off, start off by saying Sam did a phenomenal job with this.
Right.
And I see why you were so adamant about having him actually pen the book from start to finish. Like, it looks really, really good. Now
on the inside, right? That manga style.
Yeah, it gives you that manga feel. It gives you that anime type feel almost. But it looks really well done. It looks very detailed. It looks very like he took his time. He
Right.
Even with the shade under the arms and everything, like that's exactly like how you've been describing it this entire time. Like with the under,
right. His translation.
yeah, like
Perfect.
it looks really good. I'm really digging the helmet. I'm really digging the sword on its back. With this one particularly,
Which
go
one?
back to
The
the first
NiNjetti
one.
one?
Yeah, like it's
Okay.
it's
So,
really like, I like how the belt is detailed.
yeah.
I
That's where the amulet is stored, in the belt.
Like, and you can see it right there. Like it's so good. I like how this one is designed. It makes me feel it makes me feel like, oh, it's Power Ranger-esque. It almost makes you feel like, but it's something new. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
It's intriguing enough to be like, what is this?
100.
Explain. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was going for. It's like, what is this power? Is it ancient? Is it ninja? Is it animal spirit? What is it? But it's kind of all of that, because when it comes together, you get this look from these Rangers. So I don't have his colored picture, but this Ranger right here, real quick, is Orca. This is Orca's brother, Killer Whale, right? So this is
Dope.
her brother. He's basically like a dark purple and black, and there's a fin on his chest. So this is an incomplete sketch, but if I were to show you the real version of Orca, you would be like, oh, okay, that's great. So if you look at Rican, the other one, that's, so we got Komodo right here, basically. Hold on one second here. This thing's lagging a little bit. So that's Rican. So obviously, if you know Rican's armor, that's black and gold Komodo. You know what I'm saying? So he's translating all of them in his own way. So before I even add the spirit animal and the color, it's like he's captured the lines. The lines are so important in the series. If someone couldn't draw the lines in the detail before they even put the color on it, like, what was the point of
Yeah,
hiring that person or using that person? So
100%.
I feel like Sam did that, you know? So I'm real happy about that. So here's the other one. I'm going to try to send it to myself real quick so you guys can see the colored versions. Because now that I'm giving you the sketches, right, when I bring up the color, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, Sam is perfect for this book, because this shit don't even have colors on it. And it's like, look at the way he translated it, right? So check this out. I just emailed.
That's so dope.
The colored versions, right? So
Like, just shut the stream. Like, why haven't you done that yet? If you're a crash out, you know what like you should do that one of these
there we
episodes.
go.
If you crash out, you gotta like freak out and just end the stream.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
right.
fucking
Keep them
mad at you
going. All right.
guys.
So you guys saw the sketches, right? Check this
Yeah, so
out. So I gave you the sketch version.
did you show him the sniz? Snizzard? Did you show him the sniz? Is my mic
The
terrible?
Slizzard. Yeah, I got to bring it up. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I will. No, you're good. So as you can see, there's the sketch. We showed y'all the sketch. So there's him in color. So this is Killer Whale. You know, so the translation is beautiful when he throws the color on there, when he does the action scenes, stuff like that. Like, look at that suit. To me, like, when I love the tail emblem on the chest. Like, certain things are just like, they do it for me, you know? So, and I think that's really what captivated Sam with the project is his ability to express himself, drawing these type of lines and the intricacies of the Ranger armor. So I dig that. Where'd C go? He left?
Yeah, I don't know. He disappeared.
All right, so check this out. Let's go back to the other one, and then here's Rican. Right. And I just want to test the wire connection. That's why I'm going through files, bringing stuff up, because I want to be able to show you guys the elevation of the show. So here's Rican. So when I sent him this, he translated the sketch from this.
Yeah, look at how good it came out.
So you know what I mean? He did his thing. He did his job. So this is why he got the job, honestly. His lines.
And I mean, and name somebody
and his passion for drawing them.
Project that has a character that even looks that good, like outside of it even being Power Rangers, like nobody's made something that looks that cool. That's independent. So
right. So now here, let's share this tab instead. Here's another one of the covers in a raw sketch. Here's the Megalodon Ranger. This is drawn by a different artist. So missions, you know, if you guys want to take some of my AIs and try to convert them and try to make a cover or, you know, make the series. This was a guy I was working with before Sam. So as you can see, he's good.
Yeah, that's dope.
But I feel like Sam's lines are just a little bit cleaner, a little bit better.
This is more Boom Studios.
This is good for like a foil version of a cover.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean?
Yeah.
This is like more acceptable because like as a foil, like you need the lines to like not exactly be straight. So it's like we're giving you guys cheat codes here, and so like it bends the light a little bit better, if that makes sense. Like lines not being straight, it helps with that. But this overall, this is not something that we would keep for like consistent artwork in a book. Like we said, this is more Boom Studios level quality. You know, if you were doing like full color.
So Steve, check it out. While you were gone, here's the colored version of
put it
Killer
out there. Put it out because we can steal it if we want, you know, whatever they do.
Right. Did he leave again?
I feel like he's disappearing.
Yeah, well, I'll keep moving. Look, here's some Rican upgrades. Here's some these are quantum warriors, quantum soldiers, right? These guys have like a hologram mode. So check this out. This is another one of the minions or the goons, you know. Instead of the putties, sometimes they'll have to deal with these guys. So these are like I was gonna show you the colored versions of the sketches, see if you're back.
I'm back. You know, father duties, all in a day's work.
Yeah, definitely. Look at the gun, bro. You know the guy from Suicide Squad, how he has the guns built in his suit.
Oh yeah, he almost.
This is kind of how this guy is.
Yeah, it almost
like
if
you
that
were makes
thinking
any sense.
For the you seen Ultraman, the fight with Superman. He fought Superman. He was basically like, I think he was a clone of Lex.
Yeah, and this guy's old, so it's kind of like that.
He giving me that feel. That's fire.
Right. But he has the nanotech, not only armor, but like the girl in the movie too.
Yeah.
But also like if you watch Idris Elba's character in Gunn Suicide Squad movie with King Shark, it's the same thing. Like they can manipulate their weapons through nanotech. So these soldiers are my version of the stormtroopers right here, basically from my NiNjetti verse. And obviously they have plasma rifles and shit. So I'm just picking them out of hat to show you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I tried to throw together.
He almost reminds me a little bit of the what is was it the Quantrons from In Space?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's almost.
I got you. Check this out. Here's some Rican upgrades. Right. I'll share this tab and all right, and moving through this thing real quick. So can you guys see Gold Rican? This is like my version of Gold Frieza. This is Gold Rican. like gold Komodo, basically.
That's fire.
Yeah, the sword came out
And
really
his
good.
sword, you see the dragon head kind of theme in his sword?
Mm-hmm.
How it, right?
That's
and basically the sword, he can bend it. It's like Cloud Sword. You know how Cloud Sword is obnoxious? So this is his big power sword, and he bends it and throws it like a boomerang.
We had this discussion behind the scenes, and I'm only cutting you off because I don't want you to keep like giving away cool things that the characters can do. But this is how like the white dragon suit should have looked. This isn't a shit on Bat in the Sun, but we're just like the helmet's like, I don't know, just it's too much face shield. Like Rican said, it's completely right. It's completely right. Like I like how the face shield is like diagonal. It's not like a plain face shield, so that is cool. That it's like it's a different shape, but it's like it should have been mitigated. It should have had like maybe it didn't need a mouth part or something like that, but it didn't need to be a full face shield. Moving on.
Right. And this is just a prototype. There's going to be more black in this because Komodo, you can see the Zord behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to have a gold version, but the weapon is really what I wanted to showcase, his gold form.
Yeah,
and
dope.
Even the way that I'm swagging the weapons, like that's a sword that Rican can summon in different power modes, that he can throw like a big dragon boomerang, like they used to throw Saba around. You know, Rican, that sword is called Draco. That's a homage to Saba. It basically is the sword that Rican controls the Zord with. He puts it in the back of the Zord, like Sword in the Stone, and he can drive the Zord, and it basically is like Saba. It has a mind of its own. He can. So I'm taking that whole white tiger relationship and that kind of thing with that. So there's so much homage to Power Rangers and things in this, man. Moving on, but that's Gold Rican, aka NiNjetti leak. You know, we won't go too much into it. You heard VG. He doesn't want too many leaks. So to shut the fuck up, Rican is in full effect. So check this out. We'll go through
half these
a couple
characters.
more. I'm gonna zip through them because that's really it.
fucking
You know what I mean?
like birthday cake is or some shit. Like they're not missing much at this point. Like,
yeah. And now this is like, see, this is a throwaway. This is just like some of Johnny's frog upgrades. Like these are some tree frog armors. Like Johnny can basically break off his crystal and he throws subdivisions at other people and they become like mini tree frogs.
This is the lemon cherry ranger on the left, and then we have the blackberry on the right. Those are their names.
So
code name lemon meringue.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool to just basically Johnny can create little frog teams on demand if he wanted to. You know what I mean? Just different ideas that didn't make the script, that might make the script. You know what I mean? Not everything is gonna be there. So, but there's just certain things that might. And here's another Rican upgrade. Like I said, some of this is getting used, some of this is not. This helmet I love right here. Let's see if I can. Right here. This one, he has like a staff and with like a blade on it. It's almost like half spear. And just, I don't know, it gives me, this armor is just really clean. Really clean. We'll only go through a couple more. I mean, it's really how much you guys want to go through. I emailed a bunch and I haven't really gone through them. But here's another Rican upgrade. So
yeah, that one's pretty
this
cool.
is like
This is like a Komodo upgrade.
You know what I mean?
You know,
almost like a Knights of Tyranno style, a little bit.
Yeah, that's fire.
You know, almost like if Cosmic Fury Rican a little bit. You know, so I don't want the fans to think like I just stop at one type of armor and I'm good. Like Komodo and Rican, my suits always have to be changing and giving you guys new shit. So here's a couple Zord modes, and then you know I'm done. I'll save the other two for another time. Yeah. But I've got NiNjetti leaks, man, like crazy. So here's one of Komodo's standing forms for all the Zord fans. You know what I mean? There's Rican summoning him from out the earth, you know. So that's when he's in Godzilla mode, basically. This is all stuff that I've leaked before, too.
Yeah.
You know? So there's another Komodo form right there. And obviously he's got the beam cannon that comes out of his mouth like Godzilla, stuff like that. You know, so my upgraded Dragon Zord, he's got a Gundam mode, bro. For all my Gundam fans, I mean, I don't know if Power Rangers have ever turned into Gundams before. I don't know if that's a thing or if that's been done. But welcome to Ricanville. You know what I'm saying? So the Megazord game is top notch too. What do you think, C? We're working on that too. So Gundam fans.
Yeah, that bitch raw.
So all the fights and things are gonna have different modes. It's gonna be so much, bro. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's go back to my emails. Where you guys at with it? Any thoughts? I mean,
yeah, I like it a lot. I like the fact that you're like, you know, you're incorporating or getting inspiration from a lot of different animes and a lot of different just other sources besides just like the Power Rangers thing. You know what I'm saying?
right,
and
right.
Putting in some Marvel in there, you're putting some DC in there, you're putting some like just different IPs, and you're making a gumbo. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like,
Right. Well, let's share this one. This will be the last one because VG, this ain't even our stuff. This was someone we working with that left the project that we still have the rights to this stuff. And it's ours now. So basically, but I like the design, so I'm probably gonna recreate it and give y'all once we start doing the dino stuff, right?
yeah.
Here's some of the MMPR, Dino Charge, like here's some of the energy shift from NiNjetti too, because it's not just the NiNjetti stuff, you know. So here's, you know, just some potential MMPR ideas. Check this out and share this. Like I said, some of these are just throwaways. None of them are really definites.
Yeah,
but
really,
you know, once we get into the dinosaur stuff, I love the shields. You know, the pewter shields are really cool.
Like the helmets are really, really dope.
But yeah, right. So what else we got here? Let's see. Here's some Dino Charge energy, right? You guys want to see some Dino Charge stuff that I'm working on. So like I said, it's a whole universe. NiNjetti's just the beginning. So to be like, oh, where's the script? Where's the script? Like, we're dropping you guys right in it, just like the Superman movie. You know what I mean? Literally right in this stuff. No traditional origin story. You know, we might give you a later origin story later. Like, to do this traditionally and boring is not what's going to happen. Here's kind of the Dino Charge energy. I love the way the pink one came out.
Yeah, that's dope. I like the red.
That's really cool. Like, I like, right, the whole chest piece kind of thing.
Yeah, that's dope. I like the gold.
Man, I bet Kimberly's mouth is watering. He's like, oh my god, that Pink Ranger fucking stock.
Right?
You're on our shit list.
What else we got?
Wait, the Diddle's coming out there. That was crazy.
Check this one out.
I
know, he's taking over.
No, he is not. Don't ever say that. That's terrible.
So we'll wrap this up with some NiNjetti leaks. These are the last two. And then, you know, here's some more Dino Charge. You know, what do you guys think? They're gold versions.
It's like a King Ranger feel.
Yeah, like a King Dino Charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was cool. So this is just submissions from like fans and people that we worked with and like others. It's not always just my AI. A lot of it is mine, but there's other stuff and submissions that I really like, you know. So this is one of them, you know. So we might get into some Dino Charge, and we're gonna have our own version of MMPR2 when we get there. So there's a lot in store. This is like a 10-year journey, bro. We're essentially trying to recreate a Star Wars style universe with NiNjetti, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's very hard to do. Very hard to do.
100%.
So, but that's it. That's really all I got for y'all.
You're like really in the thick of it, and it's like it looks wonderful, and it's like, you know,
what are your final thoughts on everything?
Like,
yep,
like some mind set them aside with But it's kind of it's like I don't know. I like that Rican tells people to, like, mind their business sometimes with stuff. I like that because everybody's like, oh, everybody doesn't need to be like, oh, I gotta defend my project. Like, you know, don't say my project. Like, I don't fucking care. Say whatever. Just, you know, shut up and be nice.
Right. Exactly. I forgot to give him the snizzard, but I'm gonna drop him on Instagram. But he's crazy. We could bring him up on the last one. Final thoughts, C, and then I'm gonna give him snizzard, and then we out. Basically.
Man, I just love I love where the conversation going, man. I love this KoD shit. Like, we're passionate about it. We're getting better every episode, and it shows. And just the conversation is so fluid. And then that's one thing I want to, like, debunk and, like, destroy that whole concept of, oh, well, Iron doesn't give a fuck about if NiNjetti comes or not. Like, no, I care about all my brothers and their creativity. It's like, but it's not for them. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, I don't care if you think I don't. It's much deeper than that. I care about this man's health. I care about his mental. That's why I jumped in the fray with him. Like, no, let's get these vultures off your back, and you can actually focus on your creativity at a high level. Like, we have personal conversations. You already know how I feel about you and your project. Like, I've already told you, like, I believe, I know, it's not even a belief thing. I know you can do, because I've seen your creativity, and I know how hard it is to bring something from your brain to the physical world. It's really manifesting. And I know the steps that it takes. And you've been taking all the steps, bro. It might not be conventional, right? And the way that other people want you to do it, but you're not on their time, man. You're on your time, and you've been everything that you've ever told me. I can 100% say it's all been the truth. Every time you've said something or said you were going to do something, even if you couldn't do it in that moment, you always had an explanation of why, and it wasn't an excuse. It was some real shit that came about, and you're like, hey, not able to do that right now, but you're a man of your word. You tell it how it is. I can say for a fact you've never been on a hard drug in your fucking life.
They know that. They definitely know that.
You are focused on it, and that's the whole point about it. If you were on a hard drug, how could you be so focused on NiNjetti? How could you always be talking about NiNjetti? These NiNjetti weeks, what we're working on. No, bro, you would be thinking about drugs.
Yeah, exactly. And they knew what it was, because it was stay off the weed in the beginning. It was part of the brand. It was part of the Rican lore. I came up with blunts in my mouth. They knew it's always been weed, bro.
You did.
Just because I start messing with somebody who wants to smoke out of bowls in my presence, and I got spies coming in and out, and y'all getting illegal videos and doing all this fuck shit, don't mean nothing. Yeah, so, you know, come on. I've been through everything, bro.
You're at a place where it's like, it's not even, that's what makes it so exciting, and it makes it so good. And NiNjetti's not even 10% done yet, 20% done yet. Like,
it's a special project.
Man, you've been working so hard at it, and then it's so much thought that you put into it. So once it gets to that 100%, like, in their worlds, they want you to be 100% done without putting in any work or helping you put in any work. And it's like, shut the fuck up. You're not helping. You're not doing. You're just a watcher. You're a sideline person. You're gonna get it when it's time. And even from the sketches that you're showing with Sam, like, anybody trying to come, and when the book is completed, there's no way they're going to be able to, like, sit and read it and, like, joke about it. It's like, no, this, I'm not going to even I bet you 100. Here's another bet, Rican. I bet you $100 that they're not going to review your comic, and because they're not going to be able to clown it.
Well, I think what they're going to try to do is hurt the sales by reading it live, and that way no one has to buy it, because there's a video of them reading it. Once you read it, you won't have to read it again. But honestly, it's going to have some reread value.
how dope it is.
signed
That's
versions. Like, it's gonna be crazy, bro. The way I'm
yeah, when
doing
they
it.
see how dope it actually is, and when they see the work Sam puts in, and they see the actual plot and the storylines for Rican,
Mhm.
and when it all comes together, they're not going to be. People are going to watch them read it if they do, but I'm saying it's going to be so dope, they're not going to want to give you that.
Right.
I'm telling.
Well, look, while we're on it, bro, here's the book one leak, official book one leak. This one's approved. This is my version of Snizzard, the classic villain from MMPR. This is the NiNjetti version, who works for our version of Evil Rita, basically, because we have a bunch of hidden villains that we can't talk about. But this is one of the minions. This is the classic rendition of Snizzard, but my version Slizzard, you know. So he's gonna be one of the catalysts in book one. So imagine Sam re-envisioning and, you know, one of the Rangers fighting this character
That's
in the
gonna be
middle
so.
of book one. You know what I'm saying? So just look at how this motherfucker looks, bro. Like, if this is not an adult monster, hey, look at the face, look at the, you know, and to have him grow the size of a kaiju, you know, so it's like there's gonna be levels to this, bro. This design is perfect. Like, to me, in my opinion, I'm trying to give y'all the best of the best, the best of what I know about this franchise and what I can do. And to me, like, if you're a fan of Snizzard and some of the classic heroes and villains of the series, like Snizzard, this is perfect, you know. So I wanted to give you guys Snizzard on book one to show y'all that we ain't playing, man. We ain't playing at all. So, what do you think? See, you like them?
I like this. I like this. I'm really ready to see how Sam will convey some of the fight scenes. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right. I'm
that's what
excited for that part too.
like just how these characters are going to be interacting with each other in panel form. And
Yeah, bro.
that's what I'm mostly like excited about and looking forward to. But
Yeah.
it looks really good. So he has something great. He has a great foundation to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And then here's the thing. We made like a totem pole of villains, like a Legion of Doom, that these Ranger teams are going to come together against and basically climb levels of terror and evil to get through to protect this power and this Zeo crystal. So without giving too much, like, the Rangers are going to go through phases and morphs and transformations themselves, not only character arc wise, but power wise. There's going to be hierarchies. There's going to be love stories. There's going to be pain. There's going to be conquest, battle, turmoil. There's going to be good things. There'll be some love, you know, a little bit of everything. So it's grown. It's a whole universe of emotions and actions and things. So it's a lot. Y'all got to be a little more patient, I think, you know. And I know it's been a year, but at the same time, life has been lifing too. And now that we're here, I'm giving you guys as much as I can. Like, picture this guy right here, Snizzard, trying to intercept Rican on his way, you know, for upgrades to the temple, because there's some shit going down and there's always a leveled up villain coming. You guys saw Oscar P. Slime's coming, our version of Ooze. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we working, man. We working. The shit's coming. We have a timeline set. We got goals set. I want to take us out on these final thoughts. VG, you know, take us out with your final thought. That's really all I got. The leaks is done. More
I mean,
KODs on
clearly,
the
you
way.
know, you can hear we're on the move. You can hear our truck driving off. We're on the road. The doors are
Shipping
locked in.
books.
Everything's locked in. You know, the doors are locked. If you want in, it's kind of too late, is where it stands. So, you know, you better come to us to cut that check, as they say. So, not to sound like a total punk, but that's really where that's at. Or, you know, get out of the way.
Yeah, boy.
Annoying.
The YouTube is growing. We're gonna continue to grow. Y'all met Sweet Baby Ray today. You know, the man with the sauce, Sweet Baby Ralph. I mean, so all of these people coming out the woodwork for the soundtrack, the networking. I'm here for it. NiNjetti's a movement. You already know. Throw the ones up, slide them together. We shall rise. Got Iron Carter with me, the Wolf. You know, VG. NiNjetti boys in the building, and we'll be back soon, y'all. No one is you. That is your power. Never forget. That's what we do. That's what we're here for. We can range her out. C, thanks for coming. VG, love you, boys.
Signing off, baby.
They don't want you to shine. God on God. The snakes on the vine, they hiss from behind. Like try to take what's mine. God on God. Then them blessings gon' blind. God on God. These words be divine. Like they from a different time. Picasso paint a picture and print it on your mind. Through the wind my words chime and print it on your mind. We really out here grinding. The devil see me shining. You know you wanna chime in. On God, no breaks, whatever it takes. It's all about the timing. We really out here grinding. The devil see me shining. You know you wanna chime in. On God, no breaks.
Whatever it takes. My soul they can't take too much money to make. You know we moving like God got 'em. It's really not a problem. And this how I solve it. That door be revolving. The spirit keep evolving. Do it often. I'm swagged up saucing. The devil try and stop him. It's really not an option. His will, my hands, grab your balls then. Don't make me call him. Pick it up, now we ballin'. Let's go. Told your destiny be calling. This how I got him. Life too real, stop stalling. This is AO in the building. Homie, how you feeling? Hands to the ceiling. Every day I wake, make no mistake, it's a warrior day. Shout to the blood he gave. This is money I made, all the souls I saved.
It's all about the timing. We really out here grinding. The devil see me shining. You know you wanna chime in. On God, no breaks, whatever it takes. It's all about the timing. We really out here grinding. The devil see me shining. You know you wanna chime in. On God, no breaks.
I was accused of emotional abuse. When I filed for a divorce, I was accused of extreme cruelty. She made a Facebook post saying that she was some narcissist abuse survivor. A therapist for my daughter was told I was emotionally and sexually abusive. I was accused of allowing my daughter to be around someone who touched her inappropriately, which led to me getting interviewed by a sex crimes detective. In the bogus domestic violence protection order, I was accused of, get this, forced sex, manipulation for sexual favors, stalking, intimidation, and a slew of other things that